Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Here's the cover.
What's up, everyone? Back again with another game. 2 games actually today in the Charioteer. I'm currently trying to grind up to the British Tier 10, the FV4005, and these are a couple of my better games. Doing my time in the Charioteer. So the first one's a heavy Tier 10 game on Live Oaks, which not the best matchup, but we're gonna make the most of it and definitely not play to the Charioteer's strengths. I'm gonna use quite a unique approach to this match. It's not something I'd recommend ever, but it seems to work out this game. Probably mostly the result of not the best enemies in the world, but it works out in the end. So we're gonna go to the bridge side over here and try to spot them as they cross over their side, and just try to traditionally play the role of a TD, the paper TD, and sit in the back and try to snipe a little bit, but that plan doesn't last very long. So I like to come to this bush usually on this side if I come to this spawn, which again isn't that often I come over here. It's usually only in like mediums and tanks like this. So we pick up spot on their bat chat, we get one shot into them, right dead average 390 of this L7 105mm that's on a lot of the British tanks. So right now we're just kind of playing chicken, see who will poke first, looking for opportunities to get shot in this bat chat. You see I've loaded the HEP round, or the HESH round, sorry, my mistake. Same thing. And we're just kind of looking to get a shot, because they got a lot of lightly armored tanks right now, hopefully into the bat chat, but it's also the 5100 we can pen easily with that kind of ammo. This has, on this tank, 210mm of pen. And if we can pen, you're going to smack them pretty hard for 480 alpha average. But for a tier 8 tank, this kind of gun handling, it's pretty good. So we try to come up here, and it's kind of a mistake. We maybe should have aimed that. And we kind of make that same mistake here again, where we just RBRT, and it just gets eaten by his tracks. It tracks him, he gets killed, so it's not like the worst outcome, but we learned the third time, and we actually aim in on the Nomad and hit him for a whopping 540. When this HESH rounds work, they really do pack a punch, especially when you got this good of a gun, unlike some of the other like tanks that have this kind of alpha. And you see I7 pushes. I don't change rounds because by the time I do, he's going to back up, so instead we just go for the tracking, and that's a good call because several tanks are able to put shots into him while he's tracked. And now we see the Type 5 moving up. So we try to get out of the way of him, out of his line of sight, because if he's using the derp, he can one-shot us easily. And right now it gets a little hairy, because right now we're facing off against Tier 10 heavies. And kind of frontlining in a paper tank, a bottom tier paper tank. It's not recommended. And the Nomad starts pushing for some reason, so I don't know, free shots. We apparently track him somehow too, not really sure, but we go with it. So you see we're already up to 1800 damage, 1900 assists. Already takes a shot at us, thankfully misses, quote unquote, only does 100 damage. We also put a shot in the IS-7, but that low rolls massively. So we have to waste another shot to do 8 damage, or 12 damage. I don't know, either way. So now we see the Type 5 just fired and it's kind of distracted. We go in on him. We get one shot. We use the mobility of the Charioteer, which it's not really a circling tank because the turret rotation's kind of bad. And so is the radius, especially in this water, which almost gets us killed here. As you see, it's not the best thing, especially in this type of ground, but luckily our teammates are able to shut him down. And this game was just a raffle stomp. You see it's already 13-1, less than 4 minutes in. But we've done 5k combined. So we loaded back in the HESH rounds because we see it's a Swedish TD and already left. And the Swedish TD is looking the other way, so hopefully we can get a shot into either one of those and put a last hesh round and get a nice, decent, juicy shot. We're just trying to be a little unpredictable right now because it's got spotted, I'm guessing, by the Swedish TD. So I don't want to get hit by Artie. So we come up, pop up. A little bit of a risk here that Artie could shoot us because I don't know where he's at, but we end up putting a shot into him. Another low roll. Because again, the average damage on these shells is 480. So, something I've noticed. Now, you would say that this tank would fit my playstyle a lot because it's real mobile, got a nice gun and all that. It's good in my opinion. It's definitely a good tier 8 tank. But I don't know if I didn't keep it. I've already bought the Conway. But just in general, I didn't like how much it blooms, the gun does. It still aims fast and has good accuracy for the most part, but when you move, the bloom on the gun is just, it's crazy. Which I'm pretty active when I'm in play. I'm always moving. So really, it doesn't fit me as much. You have to kind of be move to one spot, sit in a spot, then shoot. But you see, if you pick up the Ace Tanker with nearly 4,000 damage, almost 2,000 assists, which for a bottom tier tank in that kind of a matchup, it's a great result. It also helps when the enemy team kind of makes it easy on you and kind of ignores you even though you're right in their face. But overall, it's a good result. So the next game is going to be on Baja, and it's going to be a tier 8 game. Just a little different, just like to give you guys what it looks like when you're tier 10 and what happens when you're top tier. Honestly, the damage difference wasn't the most. It's only about 1,000 damage difference, but just to give you an idea of what you can do.
Focus on this location.
And yes, we pick it up in the Baja game or South Coast, whatever, either way. So we're just going to sit up here right this second since it's encounter, and we probably know most of them are going to go to the beach just because that's the way it is on this map for some reason. It's encounter. And sure enough, we start seeing their tanks. We try to get a shot on this guy, but we hit the indestructible gas container instead. And he's gone. He's too fast. We're not going to hit him. But now we see some of the slower heavies moving up. VK doesn't want to quite commit. You probably could reposition to the right a little bit, but we see the lowers coming through. Put a shot into him. Take out his ammo rack. He probably has to use a repair kit on that. So he keeps pushing for some reason. I don't know why. Put another shot into him. He's already taken off half his health. This is a really good position if you're in a TD like this in the beginning of the game. We should have aimed that Tiger 2 shot. I thought he was going to back up, but then he got tracked. So, but overall, this is a pretty good position for side shots early on in the encounter version because most of the time, like I said, people like to push down the beach. I don't recommend that ever. I really just don't. I'd recommend going up to the right from the other spawn on the K line. So, but now we see, I don't want us to just sit there and just hope for shots. So we start repositioning, and as we push up, we get a spot on the Scorpion G. We feel fairly confident even though we're spotted to sit there and aim the shot because he's not looking at us. We see he starts aiming at us, so I hide behind the rock as I move up so he can't shoot me. Then we pick up a spot over on the T69 on the other flank, just trying to keep situational awareness. We pick him off real quick. And then we're going to load some Hesh, and hopefully this should really just tear up that Scorpion G. So I'm just trying to poke to see where he's at. He spots me. This is kind of risky, but we see he's looking the other way, so we pop up real quick, aim it a little bit so it goes in, hit him for another 515 damage. See somebody else shuts him down. So again, little situational awareness here. We see his chieftain's aiming at. He hits us. We snap a shot and it goes in for 375 with Hesh. Which again, the average damage on this is 480. So we roll 105 below. But with that shot, I can't really complain. That was snapshot. So again, we're repositioning again to get more shots. Don't want to just stay in one spot and just hope for people to pass by. Try to make the opportunities come to you. And we see the chieftains pushing up, and sit still for a little bit, and we aim it, and it goes in beautifully, and we finally get a high roll. And take him off the board with this excellent alpha damage on this L7 gun. Which, it's almost a... By the time I put all the crew and stuff in it, it's above 6 rounds a minute. The base rounds a minute is 5.94. With aim time like around 2.3 seconds. Action on 0.35. So it's a pretty good gun. But again, just the bloom is not for me. But you see again, we're just repositioning. Trying to go out to T-34. And then this Cruncher clears out of nowhere. I didn't even know he was back here. But so we get ass shots in these guys. Put a nice shot into him. And then we'll give one to his friend in the T-34-2 too. Just give him a nice parting gift. Again, another fairly low roll, but not the end of the world. And he's on 10 health. We're just gonna end him. And now we just kind of start looking to see if we have any shots from these guys that are left in the cap. In reality, this is what you want to do in this type of tank, is just be on the outskirts, always maneuvering and trying to get the best shots. Unlike that shot, that was just awful, but... And then somehow that hits. I don't know how, but it does. But in reality, this is more how you should be playing the Charioteer versus that other game. You don't really want to be that frontline guy. It's not something I recommend. You want to be the guy that's like in the mid-range, taking shots at guys' sides who are distracted and such. And then by the end of the game, you still have some health, so you can do some kind of rather silly stuff like this. And now we're just going to go in and see if we can put a last shot into this guy, and that's about we're going to wrap it up for today. Okay, we'll find his lower plate. He smacks this, takes our air wreck. We repair it hoping maybe we can get the shot, but he doesn't. So we end up wasting 20k. But it's alright when you have like 17 million silver. Not the end of the world. You see, that's the more ideal Charioteer game. As we pick up 4,800 damage, only a couple hundred assists. But again, it's just that's how you really should be playing it. You see, the gun's accurate. It's just you don't want to get caught in close quarters with it because you will get outmaneuvered because the turret traverse and the gun bloom, it's just not good. But overall, it's a good tank. So I will catch you all next time. Until then, peace out.